Well, the Southeast Trauma Program is a program that serves people that have had any kind of trauma in their background, and that trauma is causing them some mental health issues. We have individual therapy, which I do and 2 other therapists here in this location do, and then we have case management services. Our case manager is bilingual and speaks Somali and English, because we have a Somali refugee population that we serve in this program.
I came to Southeast to continue my mental health services after I was released from the hospital for my depression. And the other thing was I also found out that they had a trauma program. And in the past, I've tried other therapies, but it just didn't seem to deal with my post-traumatic stress disorder. So I got hooked up here with services as far as psychiatry. My therapist is Laura, and you know, the services here. So it was basically to maintain my stability. And so in the last 2 years, it has done that.
Anybody that takes the opportunity to get into some kind of counseling, which is not an easy process for anyone, ends up being a success. But one in particular stands out, and that happens to be a Somali woman. She came to us from Atlanta, Georgia. She had immigrated there first, and she came with her daughter, and her husband had been killed in the war, and they were trying to recover from that trauma. And while they were living in Atlanta, Georgia, a fire happened in their apartment, and in the course of the fire, the daughter died, and the mother had to jump and injured herself pretty severely, and she went downhill pretty fast mentally after that. And she came here because she found out that there was somebody that she could stay with here. And when we first met her, she was pretty despondent. She wouldn't look at you, she wouldn't speak. She was having terrible nightmares, wasn't sleeping, was just having the gamut of symptoms. And it's been probably less than a year now since we've been helping her, and you wouldn't recognize this woman. She's in the group. She's probably one of the most animated in the group. She talks and laughs and has really benefited from all of our services here, which not all Somalis take advantage of, especially getting on medications. So she's really embraced Western medicine and really tried to use it for herself. And so she's really quite a survivor from my standpoint.
It's definitely an amazing program. But it's a hard program because you have to work it. You have to be willing to look at things that may be really painful and hard to look at. And that was tough for me in the beginning. But as the time has gone on, you know, I learned crying the whole session wasn't a bad thing. It actually felt good to release a lot of emotions. I would highly recommend it because of the staff. Also, you know, confidentiality, the environment, like I said before. But I think the key piece is, when it comes to healing from a trauma background, it's working with your therapist, but also working it yourself, and knowing that you're going to be okay in the end.